Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
I didn't know you were twitchy.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while.
Yeah, but we're streaming right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to... That was our best. And there it is. And that is our best open yet. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Roleplay Give. We are a virtual tabletop gaming community playing tonight Dungeons & Dragons, our homebrew Dungeons &
Hi,
Dragons
Robin.
World of Navyshla. Robin, thanks, Spot Robin, for being here. Alice Hydra, of course, who's the patron saint of bots. Which I mean, we were having a discussion earlier, and I think Alice Hydra probably would end up in hell. But I don't know how bot sainthood works, and whether or not, there's a sort of an orthodoxy of botdom that must be adhered to be a saint. This is an awkward conversation to start in on if you didn't hear the original one. And it's
Well, we've been doing our best to deify Alice Hydra.
That's true.
We're just going to skip the sainthood altogether.
All right.
We're going straight to deity.
Okay. Sounds good. We're now the cult of Alice Hydra here at RPG.
Hail Alice Hydra.
All hail. One of us falls, 6 of us shall rise. Now, we are
all
playing...
named Alice.
See, and whenever you say Alice, I want to go into the restaurant song, except an Alice. But we're not going to do that because we're going to...
She didn't live in the restaurant. She lived in the church nearby the restaurant.
According to the song, but actually, I think according to the actual lore, she lived in the restaurant. But anyway, well, and at the church...
It's not the name of the song, it's just the name of the restaurant.
That's true. All right.
I feel we've definitely digressed.
It's possible that we have digressed. Okay, so...
I'm very tired, so I'm just...
There are no rails. They're gone.
There are no rails.
It's
So, where we last left off, our adventurers had kind of met up in the town of White Abbey, where, for various reasons, they had all, well, they're all en route somewhere. White Abbey was not the destination. This is just a way stop on a way, for most of them, south to Cloverdrum. But uh, while there that evening, minding their own business, they all got pulled into sort of an Ettercap attack, where the city was, in some ways, overrun by spider people, climbing over buildings, climbing into buildings, running down streets. They had a sort of three-pronged battle where they all then, after successfully dispatching Ettercaps who had been attacking them and some of the innocent townfolk, uh, were sort of directed to the fact that the old Shea Manor had, over the last few years, been slowly converted into what was now referred to as the Cenobi. Uh, what does that mean? They really don't know. That's just what it's called. And kind of angry about the fact that it seems that people in the Cenobi might be responsible for these Ettercaps. Excuse me. They approached the building, knocked on the main gates, and sort of wanted to find out what's going on here. And when they did, they were said, "Oh, sure, you must be looking for uh, supplications, some help." And they were taken pretty much to the cafeteria, where they were given food and some robes, and told that if they wanted to uh, work here for a couple days, find some rest and some labor, honest day's labor, they could stay there. After some time, they spoke with a couple of the leaders, or at least lower level leaders. No. Sorry, dog's trying to jump on my desk. No.
I thought you were gonna correct yourself and be like, no, top level leaders.
Sorry.
Top men.
I have men. Uh, I have a small amount of food on my desk, and the dog is just like he's a cat, and he can jump onto anything. He's a really small dog, and he's got a mad ups, and like he sleeps on the back of couches, that kind of thing. Like he just acts like a cat, and he's now staring at me, just absolutely upset that I will not let him jump onto my desk. Get out of here! No, it's not. No, go away. All right, sorry. I also apparently am tired. Uh, so they uh, they were taken into the cafeteria. They were given some information. They were not given pamphlets. Interestingly, I feel like I lost an opportunity there for you guys to receive some sort of bookleting and like maybe
Some literature.
chick tracts, etc. So, no, unfortunately, I didn't do that, so that's not canon. But you were introduced to another recent supplicant. They're called folks who come in and are accept the help of the. Oh, well.
You're getting us some rerolls.
Would you like 4 rerolls, Ed?
That's right.
Okay, here we go.
Also, Ed, our donation total has been the same number for a very long
I
time.
know. I was gonna do something for Esper Genesis and like should have, because it might have saved Daw's character. But I did not in time. Yeah, we had a total player death. He just totally got.
Daw bit the bag, huh?
Yeah, he got offed.
He got one shot
Yeah.
by. He's the equivalent of a space wizard, and he went negative over his total.
You killed a space cowboy?
No, I killed a space wizard.
No,
The gangster of love?
I think that might be my character. I'm a rogue. Anyway, a space rogue specialist. Okay, and if you're interested, Esper Genesis is going to be every other Sunday for a couple more. We decided yesterday to extend it, so if you are enjoying our space D&D, more to come.
Or if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, check it out
And
on
you
the
want to.
YouTubes. All right. So getting back to this story, though. Sorry, boy, I'm really not focused tonight. The uh, the group befriended another supplicant named Fi, who didn't really want to be there and didn't have anywhere else to go, and was starting to feel like if he didn't get out soon, he was going to end up here forever. And it seemed like if he didn't, he kind of implied that after a couple days, you really can't get out of here. Uh, and it's sort of you sort of start getting brainwashed. I am a little bit. I should have asked you guys about this. I'm a little bit curious as to why you guys are on one side of doors and fees on the other. Did you guys left fee somewhere to be safe, right? Is that what happened? I don't remember.
I don't recall that.
He is
No.
sneaking out on us.
That wasn't my. That definitely
I
wasn't
think maybe
my
it's because
intent.
somebody was playing with doors.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
I don't think we did that intentionally.
All right, I think I'll put fee with you guys, and then we'll just.
It doesn't feel like something we would do.
It kind of does.
Fair enough.
All right. So that they have been, they then fee showed them. Well, actually, they saw a trapdoor in the kitchen, and they wandered down it and discovered that it actually was connecting tunnels beneath the various buildings of the Cenobi compound. Am I know this is not helping anybody who has not watched this before have any idea of what we did, but are you guys tracking?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Fair enough.
But I don't think any other descriptions would change that.
Okay. So they are now they are now deep in these tunnels. They've been exploring and looking around for ways in and out, and I believe you just came to a staircase here in this room. Does that sound accurate?
And we smell death, right?
You do smell death. And that's right. And you smelled that coming from the south in this hallway. And it sort of cleared up a little bit. It was then coming from the northwest once you moved into this room. So you're moving away from the smell of death. Well remembered, Chris.
Hey guys, just don't act like I'm not paying attention.
All right. I certainly will.
What?
So that is where we're picking up. And you have a staircase to above you, and then otherwise you are in a rectangular room.
Well, the way up is the only way out that we haven't been to, so probably have a look.
Fee, have you been up ahead?
No. I've not been down here before. This is
Oh,
all
okay.
kind of new to me.
Let's see what we find, yeah?
All right. I need to remember precisely where those stairs go up. Because it is...
They go up.
Well, they definitely go up, but up into where is my question. I had all of this mapped out before, and now I've sort of lost a little bit of the thread here on where each staircase.
If y'all would like, I could send the familiar ahead to do some scouting.
That seems somewhat safer for us.
Yeah, and
I'm just along for the ride, so
don't tell it I said anything, but it's easier to replace than any of you.
yeah,
I
could
don't-
be.
I don't think he would like that.
Okay, now I remember. Okay, so that's there and that's there. It's gotta be there. Okay, cool. All right. So, you send the you sent your familiar up. Can you re-describe your familiar for us?
It is it's a purple, light blue with some hints of yellow dragonfly.
Dragonfly, very small. So it goes buzzing up these stairs, and I mean you can see that it's going to be of a size that being, I mean, very wee, right? Like no, it's actual size of a dragonfly that we see in real life. Like
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
uh,
small
so
to me.
so it is able to sort of shimmy its way through the crack, the
Oh,
where the
nice.
where a trap door is closed above the stairs. So without having to open the uh, the door, you're able to send him through that. And as he pops
Cool.
out, uh, you guys got here. So he gets into, and he can you can you can hear through his ears, right, or whatever. If his
Yeah, I can
ears.
see as long as it's within 100 feet. I can
Okay.
see and hear through its senses.
So it is outside, uh, and it is in sort of a gated, like almost like like a trash enclosure, like that you would see out like
Mm.
behind a Burger King or something, like a
Oh,
gated,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, except for there is heaps of like compost, um, and as it's looking, as you see through its eyes, you recognize the leaf tops of what is composting here as similar, if not exactly like, the root vegetable that your people depend upon.
Now, I think you had said that the stuff here has a different color to it.
Yes, it feels corrupted to your eye anyway.
Right.
It's purplish and black,
Pollution line.
and has sort of a leaning far more into uh, blackish color than you have sort of a your the vegetables that you grow have actually even some variable color to them, but these all have a purplish black cast to them. Yours vary from like there's a variation of a beet, but that requires no actual direct sunlight. Um, and
Well,
these are shades darker and emanate this sort of kind of like incorporeality. Except that's not the word I want to use. They're
so do
they're
these still seem to
softer.
have
They're softer.
some kind of do these also have like a bioluminescence to them, or
No, in
do they
fact,
not have that?
they have a bioshadow essence to them.
Oh, a bio shadow essence.
Yeah,
They're
Is
the
that a
opposite of
thing?
luminescent.
it
That
is
sounds
not a
bad.
thing. I made it up for this here game
As
we're
though
playing.
they absorb the light around them.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, friends. This is strange. These are the reasons. These are the reasons that I'm here in the overworld. Uh, this is I don't know where these people got these. These are well, we call them Magid Lumina, and they are what my people subsist on. They were engineered. I guess you could say, long ago, and but recently they haven't been growing right, and each crop is smaller and smaller, and so some of us were sent out to see what we could find, but to find them here, and you can tell like he's very disturbed. Like he's very put off by this. The fact that Quill's very put off by the fact that these things are here.
Well, congratulations. It seems you've found them now.
Well, you
But
found
there's
something.
something wrong with them. And how did they get here? We don't shoot.
Perhaps we need to take a closer look at them.
Well, yeah, I
Should
think
go
we
up.
do. So I'll go up. And is that through the stairs or through the door, Paul?
It's you would be going up these stairs, and
Up those stairs.
I'm gonna be
Cool.
moving you onto another map, uh, and you will have to push open the trap door. But through the eyes of your familiar, you know that there's nobody in this sort of compost heap. As
Okay.
and as you step up the steps, they're slippery. Um, the
Curious.
uh, there's been like, and you look closer with whoever's got the light. I think Bone Splitter in the back there has the light, and the stairs have got like crushed in vegetable matter. They've been walked through here before, and occasionally some has fallen down and been crushed in. They've been cleaned, but they can't get it all. You know, they haven't been scrubbed cleaned. They've been swept, and so there's
Okay.
a slickness from plant matter that's been crushed onto rock. If you know what I'm talking about, like a mossy feeling to it from that smushing, if that makes sense. Uh,
I think so. Yeah.
okay, are you all gonna go up, or shall I take you guys one at a time onto the next map?
Well, I'm going to go up. This sounds interesting.
Okay,
Yes, I would follow as well.
I'm
Yeah, there's gonna be booby traps or something. I'm not getting separated again.
Won't get trapped again. Okay. So I already have your tokens on this map, so you're all going to be in the wrong place here. I just realized you're all over here.
Should I turn my torch off, guys?
Hey, it might be a good idea not to have the light come out of the trapdoor.
All right. I'm just going to throw it into the corner and step in on it.
Okay. Can you guys see where you're at?
We're still in the cellar.
Oh,
We need to
sorry.
activate the map.
Activated. I'm going to shift ping you to where you are.
Yeah, got it.
I just heard all kinds of door sounds. They're coming for us.
All right.
The
We're,
doors.
we're outside this butt building.
So, yeah. What you are standing next to are two round stone buildings. No apparent door to them. There is a window higher up on the second floor, uh, but of each of these round, they look almost like silos, except for they're too short to be true grain silos. I guess they could be granaries. Yeah, that's what they probably look like. Two joined, or at least adjacent granaries.
I'm gonna have Obi fly up to that window and take a peek.
Okay. When Obi flies up to the window, and you can see through Obi's eyes, or Obi can describe.
I am not shifting my vision.
But
and
Obi
he's
can
just telling me
describe
what he sees.
telepathically can tell you what he sees.
Yeah.
So, well, which the one in the north or one in the south?
The north.
Okay. The one in the north, he looks down and sees an enormous 10-foot by maybe 6-foot wide barrel on its side that appears to be fed from a very tall, uh, 15-foot tall by 6 to 7 feet in diameter barrel that is um, the, the the first one I described, the 10-foot long by 6 foot wide, is laying I'll just show
Like
you.
a mash tun.
Yeah, but it's on its side, and then the tall one is like a standing cylinder
Mhm.
and that one has a sort of tube going into it, a copper tube going into it that is poking out of the window ever so slightly. Obi is basically standing next to the copper tube.
Does it have like an opening or a spigot or something?
The copper tube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Obi could squeeze into the tube. It's 6 foot inch or 6 foot inch,
Oh,
6 inches in
okay.
diameter. It's open. It's like an air intake, or something else intake. You don't know. But Obi could.
Yeah.
I think Obi could go into it. If
Yeah,
Obi
I think
wished
he
to.
would do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him to do that.
Okay. So Obi kind of scampers uh, into the opening of the copper tube, and dark vision is necessary, of course, and Obi has
Mhm.
that. And it was dark before, but now Obi's like it's oppressively dark in here. Does he see with your? Do you have that? Do you have Devil Sight?
I have devil sight. Yeah.
Okay. Does he see with Devil Sight as well?
Um. Well, he is a devil.
Does he have that
I don't know.
characteristic? I
I'm
don't know if
trying
you
to.
can pass that on
I
or not.
made him as a homebrew. I'm looking,
Okay.
but I'll find him.
Okay. It's not that he can't see. I'm just gonna say he can't see like the full 60 or whatever his.
Yeah, he has
vision is.
120 feet of dark vision.
Okay. He's
It doesn't say anything about it. He doesn't can't see through
through. Okay.
magical darkness or anything.
So it.
Oh no, it does.
It does?
He has full on devil sight.
Okay.
Magical darkness does not impede his dark vision.
Okay. So
Cool.
you know, and he knows that he's in magical darkness.
Okay.
And so you're seeing as you would see through magical darkness. It's got a little bit of a swirl to it. Um, but I believe double sight means you take no, there's no disadvantage or anything. Like even with perception checks, etc. It's like you just see as
well,
a normal,
his is
right?
different than mine
Okay.
because his is dark vision that is not impeded by magical darkness. Mine says I see normally. In
Normally,
darkness,
right? Okay.
including magical
So,
darkness.
which means you don't have any impedance on your perception checks.
Yeah,
or
I don't
anything
even
like that.
have I can see color in magical darkness.
Right. So he's seeing this in dark vision terms.
Yeah.
And at the bottom is a bunch of rotting vegetables that are liquefying.
Okay.
And slowly getting. You can see they're putrefying and turning into a liquefied mess.
It's like your veggie drawer at home.
Yeah.
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 Full on is.
Yeah.
Right on.
If you ever see compost juice at the
Oh,
bottom
should
of
have used those carrots a couple months ago.
Exactly, or worse, the celery.
We have vegetable soup in here. Look at this.
Oh, the celery one is the worst. Anyway,
Sure is.
so
It's awful.
that is what you see at the bottom. Only it's purplish reddish, and it's sucking all of the light out of it.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Not cool.
I'm gonna have Obi go stick his finger in it.
It's. Have you ever touched compost that's cooking?
Yeah.
It's disconcertingly warm
It's abnormally warm. Yeah.
and can sometimes even start a fire. This is not that hot. It's not getting to that point. Although, if as he describes it to you, could sense that at some point it could reach boiling through its own decomposition. It is disconcertingly hot.
Yeah, I think Obi's really interested in the darkness emanating from it.
It's
Separate from what Ben's telling him. That's what Obi wants to look at.
Obi's going. So as
Very
Obi's
strange.
thinking about it, it's not so much that it's emanating. It's just pulling all of the light out magically. Creating a magical darkness. So I'm going to say that this magical darkness is created by like a vacuum principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool.
As the rest of you are sitting there quietly as Ben is communicating with
Is
Obi.
Ben giving us the play-by-play or?
No, because Ben hasn't told. Most of you don't know that Obi
Mhm.
exists. So
I
as
think
all this
not knowing
happens, you
that,
guys can do other
also
stuff. Yeah.
I would also have sent the dragonfly to check it out, not knowing that Obi is checking it out.
Okay.
Yeah, because it makes me a bad party member, but Ben doesn't tell anybody about Obi.
I actually thought you let us all see Obi last time.
You are the only one who saw Obi last time.
Mhm.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
Yeah, you saw Obi because Obi helped you with a fight.
Is
Hello, little friend.
is Tony frozen for everybody or just me?
Uh-oh.
We're holding
Tony's
very
absolutely frozen for
still.
me.
Still.
I'm Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's fine. Don't
He's-
worry about it, Tony.
He's
But
not frozen for me. He's just spinning boxes.
Oh,
oh,
well,
okay.
it's-
I've got a frozen image of Tony, so at least people can see Tony on the stream.
It's not a bad image, Tony.
No,
look
you
good.
don't. Actually, you don't. You know, I've seen worse freezing. Sean Fitzpatrick is notorious for freezing like this.
Because he's an expressive speaker.
He is, and then it goes quiet, and he's just like. So.
Shane, that's Buddy from Warblers.
Yeah. So, okay. The rest of you, as the dragonfly flies up, I just so the rest of you have some flavor of what's going around because I described all this stuff, but only Ben is getting the skinny on this. You guys are hearing the sounds of nighttime, like crickets and all of that kind of stuff. There's, before you heard no air circulation or anything like that, so you can feel the wind, the breeze. You are in a semi-tropical environment, so it's warm. Think, north of Tony, but not terribly north of Tony. Like Georgia, North Carolina. Uh, so
That's definitely southern and not tropical, dude.
yeah, well then maybe I don't want to maybe I don't want to go that far north because I'm just a little bit north of the equator. So maybe Florida or Cuba.
There you go.
Okay.
Miami.
Miami.
We'll call it Miami.
We'll call it Miami. All right. uh, so it's warm. Even though it's warm. Sorry, it's because I compare this to the table game, and they're in the deep south, like where the south part of Chile kind of thing, Patagonia. So it's cold for them right now. It's October and it's very cold. Uh, for Even though I suppose if I were doing a sun tilt thing, it would probably whatever. I'm not getting into that. But you guys are I have to remember it's also like October, so whatever that would be in Florida, like 70s. So
October? Holy crap! October, it's still like 1,000.
okay,
1,000 degrees.
okay, it's 1,000 degrees, and Obi can't
Good.
tell how hot that mixture is.
Good.
But it's just so you guys have an idea of where you're at. And you've come out of the mountains too, so it was much colder in the mountains, but still you're in, you know, equatorial mountains. So you guys are in this warm night breeze, and you can hear the sounds from the west of people like singing work songs.
Hi ho.
Yeah, of that ilk, but not not in a way that we want to get sued by Disney.
Are there finer work songs, or is this the finest?
No, it's probably the finest. It is. God, that's one of my favorite REM songs too. Just such a great drum beat. God, Bill Berry. Okay. Anyway, so you hear that to the west. People are doing labors, and you were told that it's like a 24/7 operation around here. There are people who work during the day and people who work at night. And if you were to hazard a guess, you would say these voices were coming from 200 feet or more. to the west.
Far away.
But as
Uh,
the dragonfly flies up, it sees the copper tube. Does it have dark vision?
I
If not, it'll be seeing from like starlight, um, moonlight. It's not you guys. It's a cloudless night, so you can, or at least it's cloudless now, and you can see by light of moon around you, around here. In fact, I am going to, for ambiance sake.
Yos.
Ooh, man, it gets really dark. I didn't want it to be that dark. Uh, but that is. Let's see. Can I turn on like moonlight or anything? Stars. I'm gonna adjust this. It is dark out, but I don't want you to get. Well, no, because I guess if you have dark vision, you should be able to see, right? You guys with dark vision, are you able to see?
yeah, I can
It's,
see.
Okay.
It's dark.
It's real
Yeah.
dark though. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's too
but
dark.
it's not going black and white.
Oh, okay.
So dark vision isn't triggering.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, hold on. Configure lighting. I don't want the darkness that low. There we go. I'll make it like that. How's that?
That looks good.
Okay, just so that you guys get the idea that it's nighttime, and
Yeah.
then you're working by dim light here. Okay, so you guys tell me. What, oh, and then so the dragonfly, by the light of like the stars and the moon, can see uh, just that a little bit of that copper tube coming out. It can see there's a 6-inch diameter opening. It looks very dark, like the light doesn't penetrate into the hollow of it as much as it should. Um, and then you can kind of make out without dark vision that there's that cylinder rising almost to the window's height where the copper tube goes into the top of it.
Okay.
All right. What are you guys planning to do? You could go back down the trap door. There is a door directly behind Fee that you could open. However, you can eventually hear the sound of a shift change as guards now take up position. In fact, you could peek through the door if you wish to, like through the cracks of the door, and see that there are two guards standing, and you guys can't see it from where you're at, but right here. In fact, I will open the door, even though it's not really open, so that you can see.
Oh, and there's another building. That's right, because we knew that the compound had multiple buildings.
Yes.
And we were trying to. Yes, we were trying to manage that.
There is what you assume to be an exit from where these guards are. Those look like wall doors to the east. So you could leave the Cenobi through there if you figured out a way to get past them, or just said we're leaving and walk out. That's up to you. As of right now, you guys have. You're not in the place you said that where they left you, but you haven't heard an alarm or anything.
Do we feel like they're expecting us to remain there? Was that?
I believe that was what you had agreed, that you guys were gonna.
Oh, okay.
That they were gonna come back and talk to you about joining the group, kind of thing. So at some point, they might wonder where you are.
I need to
Talk
do
us about
like go
Blackbeard,
wherever.
Lord and Savior.
I was gonna say Quill needs to check out wherever this, like I mean, needs to the bare minimum get some samples from from this compost that the dragonfly has seen.
It's certainly easy enough to grab some.
Yeah, and so he will take
I mean, you're
several
standing
samples
actually
and.
in the composty area,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's to either side of the trapdoor, which
Oh,
is
so we're not standing where they're growing. We're standing where they're like rotting.
Composting.
correct. And I appreciate the British pronunciation of compost because that's how I like to say it too, because it's fun. I also like to say it's the cosmos. Compost. So, anything you guys wish to
Okay.
know?
I bet it.
I can see a little bit, right? Like it's just like low light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if I'm seeing what you see, Chris, I think that's pretty accurate, what you're seeing. Um,
Okay. Um. Yeah, I guess I'm like still kind of confused. Like I'm not confused. My character's confused because he kind of just came in here thinking he's gonna kill people, and
that didn't work out.
I'm only here because you wanted to come in.
I've got to be honest. I think this might be. This might be. Well, I'll be honest. Now that I found these, I can't die here, and I think this might be more than we're ready to chew.
Well, I don't plan to bite them.
Not yet, anyway.
Says
don't
Wolfman.
worry, little guy. I got your back.
So, what's the plan? Do we just want to leave?
I'm gonna shut this door that's here, unless you guys need it open to see what you can see through the cracks in the door. I'll leave it open, but that door's closed. So, uh, what you're seeing through looking through the slats of the wood, like it's a board and batten type door, and so there's little cracks in it, and you're peeking through the cracks at the door, and you're able to make out basically what you're able to see here.
Wait, we're not trying to leave. I thought we were just gonna start sneaking around and slitting throats. There's a bunch of death down there. There's clearly some magic. And I was talking to people on the street at that church place I told you about, and where I took the farm family,
Mhm.
and like they're making these spider dudes. So
I think they're luring them here from the woods to the north, if I recall. But
oh yeah.
Well,
Either
very
way,
similar.
what do you want to do?
Are we going to be able to kill enough of them to stop that from happening?
Well, we could try to find their big leader lady and axe her.
the brainwash will wear off when the authorities starts getting their heads chopped off.
That one that came in to talk to us, the priest or whatever he was, he did have some power. He was not just a supplicant or acolyte.
He was.
Seems wise to kill as few people as necessary.
Well, wisdom is not my strong suit, but I'm here for you. I was planning to abandon the whole place and leave town, but do what you need.
Yeah, I guess we could get Fee out and
Yes,
investigate
please.
more of the town and see why some people want to see these deaths and others don't. Why
Mhm.
are some people the victim and why people
I mean,
not?
it could be a simple recruiting tactic as they're luring more and more people, or giving more and more people reason to seek shelter here.
We could just light a bunch of fires in the basement and then leave during the chaos.
That works for me.
That sounds awesome. I mean, either way, we're still gonna end up here killing people, right?
Well, not necessarily. We light a bunch of fires and we wait for the chaos to then we just leave.
I love
And then we kill
Dungeons
them
and
as they walk out
Dragons.
the door.
Dungeons and Dragons,
So,
where you can say, "Let's light this all on fire." It sounds awesome.
what
And everybody
can
agrees.
can I make some kind of check for the like I want to destroy this entire operation, like this entire growing operation that we've seen.
Okay.
Is that something that I can
You can do a
intellect
Rico check.
Does anyone have
from what we've seen?
a bottle or a flask or vial or anything? There is some substance in the bottom of a barrel in there that I want to take.
I'm sure I have several. So
I mean, I got a water bag, but if he's
so
got
I
a
will
flask-
give you one.
Okay. I'm gonna have Obi come down and he's gonna become visible for a moment. So some of the shadows around the building peel off into the form of this little shadow elemental winged being. And I'm gonna hand him the vial and tell him, "Go ahead, Obi, go get some of that stuff." And then he turns invisible again, wraps the shadows around him, and then flies off.
Huh? Well, that'll be Bone Split a Fee and Quillen's first time seeing this little shadow creature. There'll be the second time that Ulfer has seen him. So, that happens without any trouble. He's able to go through there, fly into the tube, come back up with the vial. Quillen is able to grab some of this composting material.
It's abomination.
This leafy, and it would look to you to be. This is not what it looks like when, and I can never say the name that you gave the plant,
Magilumina.
Magilumina. It doesn't look the same. I mean, it looks the same. But it looks corrupted. And in fact, it looks a little bit like what's happening when you guys grow it now. Except for this is much, much worse. It's like a blight hit it, and the blight is dark, dark, dark magic. So, you guys supply up with this stuff, and you have choices. Were you going to go
Obi
back?
will fly back out with it, and we'll become visible again just long enough to hand it to me, and then we'll poof back into the shadows.
The vial is warm to the touch when it's handed to you.
Does it absorb the light?
Cooling quickly. This is a glass vial.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm assuming it's whatever Quillen gave me.
Yeah.
That's how I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
It's glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whatever like an empty vial would be, I think they're all glass. I think that's what they are. So.
Okay. It looks not so much that it's absorbing the light around it, although somewhat hard to tell in the night light that you're in right now. There's not a whole ton, but it does sit darker in your hand. There is a touch of that drawing in of shadows that you've seen before.
Does it feel at all familiar? To Ben.
Yes. But it's about 15 to 20% familiar. 80% new. This is perhaps the feelings that Quillen has looking at these plants is similar to what you see. This is not what you're used to, but you can tell the root from another direction.
Well, that is interesting.
So, which way you guys want to
light
go.
some fires and kick some tires, huh?
Okay. Are you guys going back down into the cellar space?
Yeah,
Or
I
are you
think so.
gonna light fires in here? Okay. All right.
As soon as we get out into that cellar, I'm gonna relight my torch because I can't see anything down there. Right?
I think you've still got it lit in here, because
Oh,
it's a
okay.
different if it's a different token. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I'll say this: you can relight the same torch. It hasn't been burning that long. So you are back where you come down, and as you come in here, again, walking down these steps, it's very clear what you're walking on. Is these leaves have been dropped so clearly at the purpose for the. I mean, they bring some of this compost down here.
They're using the compost.
Seems to be.
Okay.
Well, I have no way of starting a fire. It was just a suggestion. So if you want to do that, it's on you.
How combustible do I think this would be?
The 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 bits that you took. I don't know how
No,
much
no,
you
no.
took.
The like
Oh,
just like what we're leaving. Could we set a fire like above us and then
you
you know?
definitely could get the compost is going to be a little difficult because it's wet. Um,
Right. That's why I was.
but the wooden like enclosure that you were standing in around that butt up against those silos. I mean that
Right.
fence would go. Sure.
And you said it's already producing a lot of heat. Um, do I feel like I could use like my alchemist knowledge to basically increase that heat to make it essentially it catch fire on its own? So it looks like a more like I was gonna say
Add some
natural.
chemical
No.
to it or something that, like a catalyst.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, I do think you could do that. Um, But what I'm going to ask you is are you talking about the liquid that was truly warm, like hot, or the compost? And I'm going to say it that way,
Oh, I didn't realize they were different. Okay.
which is
What's
warm but not hot. You could do it to either, but the DCs would be different.
Well, I think because the liquid is up inside like some kind of container. I'm
It's in
like,
it,
I guess in my head, I'm imagining kind of like the containers like breweries brew beer in.
yes, very
Is
similar,
that?
very similar.
Let's do it
Actually,
in there. I mean, if
at,
we get a fire going in there, I think it'll go pop, and then.
Sounds like fun to me.
okay,
Oh,
so
so I'll try to do that.
I will describe once again. So, in order to get to the cylinder where it was going, you had to have something fly up 15 feet, go into a window, and there was a 15-foot cylinder with a copper pipe coming out of it. That's where the hot stuff was. Below, you got nobody that I know of went down to the laying on its side sort of mash tun. Uh, that did not have any
Oh,
uh, no copper pipe coming up to the window or anything like that.
okay.
If you guys want to go back up there and look around a little more in there, you could.
Yeah, I
Um,
would if I thought we had like fully. I'd like to go up
oh,
and
okay,
investigate all of the things up there if there's things that we
okay,
missed.
all right.
Yeah, sure.
So flying around the cylinder, as you get down lower, you see that it actually does drain into the. I am going to actually put us back on the ground floor. And I'm going to put you guys in this room. You're not in this room, okay? And I don't even know if with your figures being in there, if you can see. Can you see enough?
I can see enough.
Yeah. That's
Okay. So this
How
is.
do we have? We don't. We should only have one cultist with us.
I think I grabbed Fee twice.
Okay.
He's multiplying.
Yeah, all right.
His brother Phi was with us.
So, yeah, row. Uh, this is the tall one. This is 15 feet. It's got a copper tube that is spanning out. Oop, I want draw tool. Through here. Um, that's above, coming out the window, 15 feet above. This bit here is much lower. It's 6 feet in diameter, so it's 6 feet off the ground. Uh, and then it is 10 feet long. And it appears to have, as your familiars get down into this area, in between it, you can see that there is another copper tube connecting from in here into here. And then you see right here a spigot. What you don't see going around here is a door.
But how are people getting up here to do this? Is the question.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Can we also collect a sample of what's inside? Like, if we open the spigot, like what comes out?
Yeah, you can do that if you'd like. Do you have another container you'd like to fill?
Yes. Need to look up specifically what's in the alchemy kit. Yeah, I've got the alchemist supplies that I picked up and brought with me, so I would assume there'd be a number of like vial-y type things in that.
Okay.
But I'll be honest, it does not give specifics.
I think that I don't want to nickel and dime on that. I think if you have an alchemist kit, you're gonna have like a beaker. You're gonna have like a couple of. I would think that some of them might not be glass though, because they're traveling in pack kind of thing. Like it's a traveling
right, whichever.
So some of them would be, some of them won't. I just would like you to, you probably have some that are steel and some that might even be. I don't know how much. What does an alchemist kit run in like?
It's 50.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say some of it might
gold.
even be silver and semi-precious metals and stuff like that, just so that they don't break. And also because you might need them to be able to withstand some temperatures. So I would say you have a number of small vials, beakers, flasks. What are those? Heisen, whatever. They cool names for all their little.
Erlenmeyer.
Erlenmeyer, thank you. So
Earl's a good dude.
So is Meyer.
Meyer, not so much.
He was the one I.
It's kind of a wiener.
I was a little closer to Meyer. Anyway, so you get out one of the flasks, and I am going to ask what material you want it to be made out
of. Well, given that, can I make a check to decide, like, what do I think would be the best?
Well, you do know this. The glass successfully held it. So.
Okay. Well, if I have another glass, then I would go with that, knowing that worked once already. Okay. I'll start, mixing and matching and such.
Okay.
Not here.
So you get to the tap and you go to put your hand on it, and it feels like it. You might need to take some care. It is quite hot.
Oh. And at this point, have we seen that do we all know that there's an imp here, or?
Yeah, well, you know that there's a shadow creature.
Okay,
yeah,
shadow
creature. You saw OB materialize and take the vial up.
Okay.
I think.
Well, then yeah.
Is that what was changing all those lights, turning candles off, and?
That is not
some of them.
That is not. You don't think that this is the height of where you saw the lights on the top of this. These things are not quite tall enough. I will say, just to backtrack, if Bonesplitter was concerned about that, while you guys were in the enclosure, you could have looked, up at the skyline of it, and.
I was asking if Obi was the one fucking with the candles. in the other room.
I thought you were asking about
And-
the lights at the top of the cenobi. Okay.
And Ben said, some of them.
Okay. Sorry. Perfect. I forgot. I'm sorry I ruined that moment. All right.
Very good.
I'm sorry. So you're also concerned a little, Quillen, with the fact that this is meant to fill what's probably a larger vessel than the flask. So just putting that out there, when you go to do this, it might take actually a dex check to get this to do it without spilling everywhere or splashing on you. And you're mooted, Kathy.
Yeah, I think I'm okay because we're not actually up there at this point. I'm hoping I'm going to ask
Oh,
Ben
that's right.
if his friend can help me do this between him and my friend.
That's right. You guys haven't gotten in there. I just put you in there to show you what
Right.
you see. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Though, I mean, I would be happy to. I mean, I'm also curious. I mean, I would absolutely haven't fully investigated the room that we are in, knowing that there's got to be some way up there that we're not seeing.
You can make an investigation check.
I would do that. Is that something someone could give me a hand with?
Yes, actually, I'm proficient, so I'll assist you.
If I click it, there we go.
I'm only here to help.
You guys know your utilities. I'm just like, I could recklessly help, I guess. That's probably just gonna break stuff.
Here in a minute, we may need to just smash
When
the
it
hell
says,
out
you
of
want a
this.
hole through that wall?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hole through that wall.
I'm gonna start a fire just holding my torch so that you can see your alchemy kit. Just
You are 100% confident that there is no secret door, no secret entrance, no way into this room that you can discover, and you feel like there's, that was thorough. Going around, there's nothing on the exterior wall that you could see.
So the one barrel that is further to the north, is it round all the way around? So if I got down on the ground, would I be able to see underneath it?
Yes, except for obviously where the circle, it's where the
Right.
one point touches, and then there are blocks that are holding it, in place, chalk, like wheel chalk.
Does it appear that there are any pipes or anything going in and out or up and down from the floor?
No, nothing appears. If you're asking, and again, this is if you're asking Ben and Quillen to have their familiars look for these things, because you guys aren't actually in the room, but as they look around through that, they do not see anything that actually passes anything below. However, to reiterate, this one, well, not reiterate, I don't think I've said this. This one is, sitting fully on its tub on the floor. But it does have a pipe, I'll draw it, connecting these two.
But as far as they can see, they can't see anything where there might be pipes coming into the room from below.
No. Nothing is apparent in that way. And I'll leave the 21 investigation as is. I mean, you do have the intake. You have the air intake, or if it's air or whatever, you don't know. But up at the wheel, you do have the pipe that connects the two, and then you have the spigot.
Well, let's. I mean, Ben, do you think your friend can help me open that spigot and get a sample, and then I say we just build a fire down here and burn the whole thing up and get the hell out of here.
I'm sure I could ask him to do that.
Okay. So, I was gonna have, but since we're dealing with shadow creatures, I'm not going to do that. I'll just eventually, like, some of it spills, but you're able to fill the beaker without any trouble. And there's no damage taken to either familiar, although they are the dragonfly in particular might have a little bit of wet wings right now, so might need to flutter those off before uh, coming back. But the sample is procured for you, and now there is some of that juice, some of that, as they call compost tea, uh,
The
on
the compote from the compost.
yes, is now on the floor in there.
Well, Bone Splitter, what if we go down? We know that someone is coming to this area frequently, or at least at some point. Like, what if we just lay in wait, waylay the person, take them captive and question them?
I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna say their mumbo jumbo, and if they're a true believer, then you're really not gonna get anything out of them.
It might be able to give us at least some information about what we're dealing with, how, or where the
Spider
Ettercap
dudes.
folks are. Yeah, like what's drawing the Ettercaps to the area.
We could try drinking this stuff.
Yeah, I would.
I'm not saying it's a good plan.
I would recommend against that. It's this stuff isn't right. I've worked with what this should be my whole life, and this is bad.
All right, so we'll grab a guy, and I'll just give him a real crack on the nose. People really start to panic when they taste their own blood, and then we'll start asking them questions.
I love it.
Keep doing your alchemy stuff. We'll make it seem like we're gonna drop acid on them or something. We're really gonna get these guys.
Wait, we're going to drop acid too?
No.
This is going to be the best fight ever.
Okay, so if I understand the plan,
Guys.
you guys are going to wait. Oop, not that. You guys are gonna wait here.
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, downstairs. You're hoping somebody will come downstairs. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I will take us back down there.
Because we know someone's been walking, tracking the
know-
fluid with their feet.
We might be able to take a bunch of this stuff and drop it in the doorway to make it all dark.
Oh,
And then they wouldn't see us.
so you want to darken their doorstep?
Right.
But usually with physical intimidation, you want them to be able to see.
Right, but they would have the darkness in the doorway, and then they wouldn't know we're on the other side of it. They step through, and then there we are.
Oh.
And it wouldn't be that out of place because this stuff creates darkness. So like, it could just be someone dropped it and it's dark.
So he walks through the darkness, comes out the other side, gets pancaked in the face with my
Yeah. Let's
axe
keep a
frying
bunch
pan
of the
style.
compost like here, right? So
Right,
it
yeah.
darkens that, and they walk through. Yeah, I love it.
All right, so you guys are going to place compost here. That's going to
The
create
light-absorbing compost.
I like to call it the special darkening agent.
right here, and you guys are going to stay in this side of the door and wait for them to come down the steps.
Oh, I thought we were staying in this room.
Oh,
I thought we were gonna stay in the room waiting for him. Well,
I think
can we
I
do
think
like a
we're
survival
assuming,
check here to see
or at least
where
I'm assuming that they come down that hallway, they go up the stairs, they get
Yeah.
what they need, they come back down the stairs and go back out that hallway. That's what Ben's assuming.
was also my assumption.
okay. So
And Ben is taking no actions to dissuade himself of that conclusion. That doesn't mean that someone else couldn't.
I want to make sure I'm understanding what your guys' assumption are. They come down these steps.
No, they come down that hallway into
Oh.
this room, go up the steps, get the stuff, come back down the steps, and go back out that hallway.
I see. Okay.
That's my assumption.
Gotcha. And so you are going to place this compost here.
Yeah.
Okay. To darken it as they are walking into this space. Understood. Okay. So
And then when they come down the stairs and the darkness doesn't do anything, it'll just be a funny moment.
All right. About 20 minutes passes, and you do hear above you uh, that sort of the. It's probably now like the third finest work song, and so because they've run out of energy, and there's a sort of a sloshing sound as a like it sounds like bushels are being dumped, and then you hear them walk away again. So
Someone dumped stuff upstairs, but not downstairs. Gotcha.
at this time, uh, I would like to know everybody's passive perception.
16.
16.
I think mine is 9.
12.
12. Over
14.
14. Okay. Um, no, it stays relatively quiet. You guys are watching to the hallway where you came from, and you don't hear anybody coming in that direction. Um, Eventually, though, there's sounds coming from the south.
From the
Just
sound from the
Let's
south.
take a look at that south wall.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody who would like to can make an investigation check.
I'll help you, Quillen.
I appreciate it. Yikes.
Good enough, though. There's a secret door right here.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Well, good. Well, anyone behind the secret door will clearly have access to secrets.
At least the one.
Bone splitter after you.
Sound is
All
getting
right.
closer. You hear a
Oh.
scraping, scratching noise. And
Prepare yourselves.
then you hear a woman's voice say, "Easy, Kenneth. Easy."
Where's the sound from? I mean, where's the door?
Over
Right
here. The door. No, the door's down here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The south, you mean? Yeah,
Does
I'm
the
actually
voice-
going to come right here.
Does the voice sound like the woman that we heard speak in the bar?
Different woman's voice.
Okay.
And she said, "Easy, something easy."
Easy, Kenneth.
Oh, Kenneth.
He was hot and he was hungry.
What you talking about, Kenneth?
All right. You guys, you can tell that they're coming directly at the door, that secret door that you're on, and there's a 1 second. 1 second. Gotta find the lever.
I'm going to step through that darkness.
Okay. And the door pops open, and
Huh?
I need Bone Splitter, Ulfer, Fee. You are blocked by the darkness, Quillen, and definitely you are Ben. But I need.
I can see through it fine, though, so if it's a thing on site.
It is a
I
thing
can see
on
them.
site. So,
Mm.
okay.
Unless it's them seeing me. If it's
Um,
me seeing them, I still see them.
1 second. Let me check. No, it is the two of them must see each other. So,
Okay.
you do not. But I will need everybody else who can see to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
I will roll this for Fee.
Roll? What the heck?
Damn, Fee.
Oh no, poor Fee.
Damn, P.
Well, Fee's a commoner.
The good roll was Ulfer.
Yeah. All right. So, Quillen is That was an investigation check. Ulfric, God, that.
Oh,
Oh
terrible.
no.
Terrible.
You got
I
rerolls,
will
I just
point out
bought
you
'em.
have rerolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again.
When the
Alright.
DM said remind you of the reroll.
Well, I also want people to buy rerolls. So,
Yeah, use them up and then buy more.
uh,
Give money
12,
to good charity.
12 will meet it. So, uh, you feel a freezing of your joints as you slowly feel like you're turning paralyzed. But you're all able to shake it off just barely as this creature enters the room on a leash, led by a woman whose eyes are covered by a blindfold. What'd you find, Kenneth? And
What is the frequency?
and everyone may now roll for an initiative as soon as I start a combat. Okay.
Initiative. I gotta remember where initiative is.
Yeah, I always have a hard time finding it.
Way to go, Ben.
Before we start the fight, can we take a quick bio break?
I think that's an excellent suggestion. That's what we will do. So
Yay.
when we come back, Bone Splitter with the big 20 is going to start off the combat.
Yeah.
We will be back in 5-10 minutes, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be
And
right
Bone Splitter
back.
starting off the combat was exactly our plan, so
Yep.
Everything's coming up your team. Yay! All right, Mike.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for
Rolling right into the shit.
Yeah, we're back. Everybody except Bone Splitter. I'm joking.
Who's up
I'm
first?
sure he can hear us. Ah,
He's dust.
so, and he is first. So, shakes off the petrifying gaze of Kenneth, and is standing right next to him as Kenneth enters the room with a sort of slobbery, like, and you're up, Bone Splitter.
I was expecting there to be, a normal dude in a cape, and I was gonna like punch him, but this is like a beast. So I'm gonna
There's also a person holding the leash.
Punch them.
Oh, and
punch a blind lady. I don't know.
by the way,
not-
Fee did fail and is starting to look somewhat stony. So,
Everybody must get stoned.
yeah.
Who looked at this beast?
Oh,
I'm gonna just hit this beast. Let's get ready to be killing things, right? Come on.
always be killing.
I'm gonna recklessly attack.
ABK.
You can.
Oh, come on now. That's not what I wanted to do.
No coffee if you miss.
Oh.
That will miss. It does have a spiky armored hide.
Coffee's for killers.
Copies for killers. Also, I'm gonna check my rules lawyering here. I'm gonna pop this into the chat. But I believe that there is not a, even if you succeed, you are, there's no 24-hour, you have to make this check on every turn, I believe. So you either can avert your eyes
Taking disadvantage on any
attacks, or you have to make that save at the end of every one of your turns, because you
Alright.
looked directly at it. So.
Well, I was attacking recklessly, so it's all kind of just come out in the wash and just be his regular attack. How does that work?
I think you're fine if you wanted to avert your eyes and just call that's what you were doing, averting your eyes and attacking at disadvantage. That's fine.
Either way, I rolled a 7 and it didn't work.
It missed, so I'll use that as the okay. You guys now know what's up there. Okay. Anything else from Bone Splitter?
I'm gonna rage.
Okay. Bonus action rage. And does that do it? Or you want to move? Anything? Okay.
Stay right there.
You got it. Ulfer, you are up.
See here, going to cast Bestial Spirit. Or I'm sorry, Summon Beast.
Okay. What are you summoning? The wolf?
A wolf.
I don't even know why I asked. PC assets. Did I not make a wolf? I didn't. Okay. And it is a wolf though, right? Like.
Yep.
Okay. And where do you want it to land?
he's gonna right here.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on. I want to make sure of something. Okay, and then I'm gonna assign this to you, Tony.
Okay.
So you should be able to click on that and see its stat sheet and use it as you need.
Well, look at that.
There you go.
Would you look at that?
You have complete control. You have godlike control over this creature. So this wolf appears in front of roughly the same size as this scaled green glowing-eyed creature in front of you, and the wolf does the wolf get to go on it on this turn of that it's summoned?
I believe so, but I don't recall exactly.
I'm gonna just put it in on initiative, same as you, because it's just easier that way. So I'm gonna add this creature to the initiative. And
that's what it says it does. It takes its turn immediately after yours.
Okay, perfect. So then update compat, and I'm going to make it, I'm just going to say it's 19. Well, I'll make it 18 just to make sure it goes after. Okay. So, Ulford, if that was that your action to summon?
It was my action, yep.
Okay, do you have a bonus action or movement you want to use before we switch over to the wolf?
I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to move over to here. Going to move over to here. I'm going to move over to here. Now that I've clicked on the right pieces and parts.
Sorry, I'm texting.
And I believe that's all I'm doing with Ulfer. Unless I can... Yeah, that's all I'm doing with Ulfer.
Okay.
And then the wolf is going to attack. Because Bone Splitter is right there, I get advantage.
Oh yeah, nice, and you crit with it. Okay, but the wolf did not avert its eyes, so after this, it will need to make a con save. And did you avert your eyes? I'm assuming you did. So.
Yeah, but okay, hold on. So that thing doesn't have to cast its thing every time?
It's just anything that it can see or it can see it. So you have to actively avert your eyes.
It has to be both.
Yep. All right. Well, that's not nothing. And it takes a bit of damage there as the wolf sinks its teeth in. But it does need to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Oh, no. All right, so this is how this works. It's currently beginning petrification. It gets to make another save on its next turn. If it fails, it turns completely to stone.
Okay.
If it succeeds, it shakes off the spell. I want to double check that I'm not missing something there. Under the magically returns to town, it must repeat the same thing at the end of its next turn. On a success, the effect ends. That's it. On a failure, the creature is petrified until freed by greater restoration spell or other magic. So, all right. So, that brings us to Ulfer. Anything else? Or the wolf went? Ulfer went? Quillen is up.
I'm going to create, so I'll avert, not look at the basilisk. I don't actually have to see the spot to create a flaming sphere.
Okay.
So I'm just going to create a flaming sphere in the back of that hallway and slam it into whatever it hits in the doorway, which is going to end up being the cultist. Yeah. I can click that.
Will it
Let's
hit the
see.
basilisk as well?
No, it
Okay.
won't,
Okay.
unfortunately.
All right.
Unfortunately. But let's see. Where is that here? Flaming sphere is there. Do I click it like that? I make it look like a die, and then I click it and cancel. Right? So yeah, it's a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw.
You got it. Dex save. Oh, that's a fail.
So that'll be 5 points of damage for that.
Okay.
Wow, that's cool. That just auto puts that out there. And then yeah, I will stay kind of tucked back here in the darkness. I will have my familiar fly up and give Ben advantage against the basilisk, and then fly away.
Okay.
And I'll be all done. That's the things I can do.
Okie doke. It's the basilisk's go. It is going to. Oh man, you guys have.
Actually, Paul, we skipped part of my bite attack. I'm sorry.
Oh, because it can pull you down, right?
In addition to the damage, it's got to succeed a DC 11 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
You got it. 1 second.
Knock it, bro. Knock it. Yes.
You did. It's prone. Which
All
means,
right.
wait, what? That would have had no effect on what just happened. Okay.
Yeah.
But it is prone.
There.
There we go. All right. So on its go, it is going to use half its movement to get back up. So I spent all that time putting prone on. I'm going to take it right off. And then it wants to, like, they're pinned, because if he moves, he's got an opportunity attack from Bone Splitter. But well, is what it is. So he's gonna attack Bone Splitter with a bite. 19 to hit. I don't know if you're muted or not. I couldn't hear what you.
Sure I am, but
Okay.
19 will hit me.
Okay.
Oof.
Do you resist any of that with the rage? So it is. I'll break it out. It is 4 points of piercing damage and 6 points of poison damage.
All right, so it's like
7 points of piercing because it's 2d6 plus 3 piercing.
Oh, you're right.
So
yeah. Otherwise, the math doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right. So you take half the piercing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is it? I'm sorry, I didn't.
So it was half the piercing, so that would be 3, and then you take the full poison, right?
Okay. Yep.
So that's 9 points of total damage. You don't have to save versus poison condition or anything like that. So.
Okay. Thank you.
And that, I think, that's the basilisk. It's just gonna stay there. Ben, I think you're up.
All right. So from where I am, I think because of the way the map is drawn, can I see it? Because I can't on the map, but I think I should probably be able to see around that corner.
There are a couple things that are occurring to me right now.
Like right here, this corner probably shouldn't be fully blocking my view of where they came in, but
no, you could duck your head around. I mean,
okay.
it is as it's drawn, but you could definitely, like a human can bend. You just your token can't.
All right.
Just I'm double checking something. You all passed. I'm just wondering if I should have. Now it wouldn't have. If Bone Splitter would have been affected either way. Because this stone staircase is in the way, and I didn't draw it as being in the way.
As blocking, yeah.
Like there's no vision obscuring because I didn't draw lines on it for the staircase because that's a pain in the ass and it makes it hard to play the game. But this staircase should give him some cover and should give anybody else cover from. So Ben, when you poke around, I am going to say he's got partial cover.
Okay. That's not gonna matter.
Okay.
Because,
It's just
about
occurring to me
get
right
very
now, and
dark.
I'm wondering if anything would have changed as far as damage, and I don't think it would have. So, okay.
It's about to get very dark in here, Quillen, and I'm gonna cast darkness centered on the space that Quillen is in.
Nice.
So it's a 15-foot radius out from that corner.
Okay. I think if you cast it, it should put a template down.
Yeah, it does.
That's really cool. That's slick.
Yeah. So now it can't see anybody in here, and I'm going to move out, and that's my turn.
Nice.
Because that's an action and a move, but
A good turn.
yeah.
All right. I forgot to put Fee in the turn order.
That's how we're going to overcome a basilisk. We're going to hide in the dark.
Oh, well.
All
I mean,
right.
at least everyone has advantage, and now it's all straight rolls because.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hella good.
All right.
Well, it's not for me. I have advantage on everybody right now.
Dang.
And so does Obi, who is hiding out in the darkness. And I probably should have him do something. No, he's going to hide out in the darkness. He doesn't want to go near that thing.
Okay. So the man. This one. So was that Ben's go? Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. So the warlock is going to cast, and I wonder.
We don't use that word here.
Sorry. Is going to cast Blink.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
It says I don't have any spell slots because I built these characters and then didn't assign them spell slots, so that's great. Cast it anyway. I just do it. Do what I want.
That's
If
right.
you click it, can't you click off the
Consume
spend a
spells.
spell slot thing?
Yeah. Cast spell. Okay. So why is it? Oh, because I can go anywhere in this. Boy, we got templates everywhere, folks.
You just cast sleep though.
I clicked the
Blink.
wrong button. Trash. I was gonna say, why does Blink have a template?
I mean, if you want to put Fee to sleep, well, he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, I actually
He's
read
the only one
sleep.
it would
It does.
probably affect.
Yeah, I read sleep. It doesn't say you have to see him, but I also.
I just think it's unlikely to affect most of us.
It would not affect. I don't think it would affect any of you, because I don't think it would do enough hit points of sleepy. All right. Roll a d20 at the end of your turn. For the duration of spell on a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear on the ethereal plane. So I am going to roll a d20. No, I don't want to roll 2 d20. I just want to roll the 1. Okay. So she blinks out of the fire and goes into the ethereal plane. That's her go.
And the leash is now slack.
It is slack. And we go to Fee, who's going to make a Constitution saving throw or turn into a permanent resident.
I think he gets a turn though, right?
Oh, he does
Yeah,
get.
he can take a turn.
Okay.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but
I'm gonna freak out.
maybe he's creative. I don't know. Maybe he's got to spell that shit. I'm not sure.
He's just a rogue.
That's a spell, by the way.
Yeah,
Dispel that shit.
Dispel that shit.
That
You guys
shit, yeah,
gave
it's
him
a higher level spell.
daggers, so I'm gonna have him do an attack.
Might as well look at it because
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, he'll even with +4. Nope. That misses. And so now he will do his con save. That's it for Fee. Fee is now a statue.
I mean, he's okay. Like he's just, you know.
Do they have petrified as
Little
opposed to
closed off.
paralyzed? I wonder. They do. Get rid of paralyzed, put on petrified. There we go. All right. So, Fee, I'm going to take out of the order because I don't think any of you have greater restoration. So, remove
I
combatant.
think I was gonna take that.
All right, Bone Splitter. What you gonna do?
Well, we have failed to save Fee. She's really staying here now.
Yep, forever.
Forever.
Because now she weighs about yeah. Now he weighs about a half ton.
You can carry that, right?
So, I am going to swing at this basilisk. I guess my only plan, I guess.
All right, give her.
And I am both attacking recklessly and not looking, and so it's just a straight up attack, right?
Straight roll. Yep.
That's the epitome of attacking recklessly.
Well,
Not even looking.
but it worked. Yeah, get away.
Yeah.
All right. Damage.
I'm gonna use my savage attacker.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what to reroll that damage.
Oh, okay.
Gotta use it when I can. There we go. That's better.
That is significantly better. Some would say more than twice. People who like math. So,
People are optimists.
now the basilisk, because you're able to look at it, looks to be about half the basilisk it was when it came in the room. It is bloodied. But you averted your eyes, so no con save needed. Anything else you want to do, Bone Splitter?
Nope.
Okay. Ulfer, you and the wolf, what do you wish to do? The orange template you don't need to worry about. That's just the places that she can blink into. The purple one is darkness.
Was it not 10 feet that she can blink into, or is it further for her?
Did that
You can only blink 10 feet.
Oh, okay. I'll get rid of that.
She'll reappear within 10 feet of where she was.
Oh, okay.
So, so she hasn't actually moved yet, as far as we know. She just blinked into the ethereal plane.
I need to get rid of this template because it's going to confuse me. That's from the sleep, and I didn't remove the template. So.
Yeah, she can't actually move and then come back, I think. Well, no, she comes back at the beginning of her turn, right? I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Because she still gets a turn.
That you can see within 10 feet of you. If no unoccupied space, you appear in the nearest unoccupied space. Okay. Cool.
Would Ulfer understand what the darkness was doing?
That seems like
I don't know. Got real dark over there.
I mean, I think there's an understanding that you understand enough that you can avert your eyes from it, you know.
Well, and Ulfer, you would know that Ben said he was causing that.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen Ben do dark stuff. I mean, this isn't the first time you've seen. In fact, I think you're the one who's seen him draw shadows to himself more than anybody else. So, I think you would know that this was a Ben move.
See him do dark stuff, all right.
It's on brand.
Ulfer's going to come over here in the darkness, and he's going to bend down and he's going to grab some pebbles.
Nice.
And actually, he's going to come. He's going to stay right there. He's going to stay right there.
All right.
But he's still trying not to look at the basilisk as much as he can.
Well, you can't see it because you're in the darkness now. You can't see anything.
Oh, even with dark vision, I can't see through it?
Not in magical dark.
Not unless
you
have
the magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
your magic stone is a bonus action to cast. If that, I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you could use your action to throw at it. You're in darkness. It can't see you. You can't see it. It's a straight roll. So you
All
can
right.
throw a rock at it from out of the darkness.
That's true.
I shall.
All right.
And what do I call that?
In Magic
I have
Stone
to
should be able to
cast
just.
it.
If you cast Magic Stone, it should let you do the things by clicking the buttons.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Magic Stone for 6 points of damage.
I love Magic Stone so much.
It's a great little spell.
It's my favorite.
And what I like about it is it's fun, it's clever, it's got some really nice features, but it's not overpowered. Like I think it's a to me it's a perfect little spell. Like
Well, at level 5, it completely drops off because every other cantrip gets better, and it doesn't.
right, but I think for low level game, it's just a fun, flavory, great little spell. Does the good cantripy damage at
Yep.
at
I
it,
love it.
at its level. Okay, so anything else from Ulfer, or are we on to the wolf?
Onto the wolf.
Okay.
And we're gonna do the Constitution-y thing. You said.
After.
After, unless you want
After.
I don't know that the wolf would know to avert its eyes.
No, I don't. I would.
Three
think he would.
intelligence 3. I'm gonna say no.
So we're gonna go for that attack bite again.
Okay, should be at advantage.
It should have been an advantage. You're correct.
You can roll it
So I'm
again.
just gonna roll a second time.
Yep. Well, you were
20. It is.
kind of at the extremes. You had some outliers.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage though, because the 20 will hit, and I will do the DC.
And you have him move up to the basilisk a little bit,
Yeah.
like trap him in there. There you go.
Okay, so
Yeah. He passed. He didn't. He is not.
I'm not prone, but I do take 8 points of damage, which is not nothing. Kenneth doesn't look good. Kenneth is almost crying out in pain and looking for his friend. Anything else from the wolf? Oh, the wolf needs to make the saving throw. Did it make it? It did? No, wolf did not make the con save yet.
The trapping is happening.
But it shakes
Oh,
off
good job, wolf.
the sense of petrification that it was feeling, and that will bring us to Ben.
And of course, because it's a wolf, it really does the shake thing
Oh,
that
no.
dogs do.
Quillen. It's Quillen's turn. My bad. Sorry.
Again. Let's see.
Is this sphere still here, or did it? Can you move
It is.
Okay.
I can actually slam it into him again. Just knowing the hallway and the situation, just slam it into the back of him. So as my bonus action, so I will do that. But I don't want to do that from there. I want to do it from over here, but I don't want to cast it again. I don't know how to do the damage again if I don't cast it again.
Click on the spell again, but unclick
Yeah.
the spend a spell slot button.
Perfect. Boom. So that will do 6 or 3 depending on his dexterity saving throw.
And we get Kenneth
take
is not
six-
light
six
on his
fire.
feet, and he will take that damage. So, and now he's, singed, beaten, cut, gnawed at. This basilisk is almost looking like frantic to run away.
And as an action, I am going to dodge.
Okay.
It's the bravery.
It's the bravery. The basilisk is going to jump up onto here, and Bone Splitter and the wolf can have opportunity attacks as it jumps up off the steps towards the darkness. I'm going to leave it here, though. It doesn't have a lot of hit points, so I'm not certain I'll survive this. Tony, you are frozen in an interesting position now. Well, the wolf will. I mean, you can use a reroll if you want, but we might want to just. Well, yeah, I wouldn't. I'll just. No, you both missed.
Good.
It's able to run into the darkness.
That's their problem now.
All right, but it can't
So
see.
was it able to get through the trap door up there?
It didn't come from there. It came from the secret door here.
No, like where it went to.
But it didn't go anywhere. It's on the same. It hasn't left the same room.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought it went up when you said it was.
Oh
safe.
no!
I'm good.
Oh, I jumped up onto
No, it's run into Ben's darkness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
there we go.
jumped up onto the staircase, then off of the staircase, and then into here.
Roger.
And it will kind of bump into Ulfer, and I think it can take a disadvantage attack on Ulfer.
It's a straight roll because neither
Oh.
Ulfer can't see the attack coming, and it can't see
Okay.
Ulfer to attack.
Gotcha.
So it cancels itself out.
$15 to hit Ulfer. Tony, you
It
are
hits.
okay. I was gonna say Tony is mooted. All right, and the bite is it grabs it, panic biting at you, gets your leg, and oh shit, 24
Woof.
points of
Jesus.
damage.
Son of
I don't know if you
bitch.
resist anything, poison or piercing, but that was a massive chunk.
Nope, it does not look like it.
Okay.
Is your wolf spell concentration?
Oh
I don't
yes.
know if it is.
I think it is. I think the summon one is. Oh no, actually, as I recall, it is not. Been a while since.
Where would it say that?
Right at the
In the
top.
spell description.
It
if
is
you look,
conjuration.
No.
concentration. Does it have a little C and a diamond next to the spell's name on D&D Beyond, or a C
Looks
in a
like
circle?
There is a C in a circle. Yeah.
And yes, it's concentration. You're going to have to save to keep that guy.
So you have
Okay.
to make a
Yeah.
con save. You just need to beat. Oh,
A 12.
a 12, right? I was gonna say. And you
No
do.
problem.
So the wolf stays. All right, that was the basilisk's go. It's Ben's go.
I'm going to throw a shadow bolt at it.
Okie doke.
At advantage because I can see it and it can't see me.
There you go.
You have advantage.
Good thing it was advantage.
Do you
wow.
want to?
14?
Do you want to re-roll before you know?
No.
Okay. You miss.
Okay.
It glances off of its hard armor.
And I'm going to move into this hallway.
Okay.
Still in the darkness.
This is the bravery bunch here. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not letting that thing near me. That's gross. Let's call that saliva. I don't want it on me.
That's poisonous. All right. Then she pops back in, right, within 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to pop back here. And she's going to... Kenneth! She can't see Kenneth because Kenneth is in the dark. She's going to be very concerned.
His little tail is hanging out of the
Oh, that's right.
darkness,
Yeah,
hanging.
Oh, my friend's back.
He's so excited.
And she will cast Eldritch Blast at Bone Splitter. Can I do that while I'm blinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get your full turn, and then you roll to see if you blink again.
18 to hit Bone Splitter with an Eldritch Blast. I think that hits. You are muted.
Sorry, I'm muted. Sorry, I keep coughing and I keep. muting
I
myself for
understand.
it.
I get it.
I appreciate the mutage.
I got the sickness.
7 points of force damage. And
Taking all that.
then I will roll a d20.
Row.
And I blink out again.
So I didn't take a turn for Obi,
Oh, okay, sorry.
And since he's safely ensconced in the darkness, he's gonna try to sting Kenneth.
Okay.
Holy crap!
What is all
A
that?
lot of dice.
Oh, it rolled everything all at once. So he hit a 16.
16 hits. And 15.
And Kenneth needs to make a DC 11 con save. He's not going to do the full 15 unless Kenneth fails
Okay.
his con save. Because a bunch of that is poison.
$17.
All right, so Kenneth is going to take
more than he
click on
has.
it to- I can't. It's not giving me the breakdown.
Are you
of how
roll?
the
Is this
15
rolled out of D&D Beyond?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was 5 piercing damage and 10 poison.
Yeah, that's
damage.
that's what it says here. So
but he's going to take 5 of the poison because he succeeded.
it doesn't. Well, it did matter because if he took none of the poison damage, he'd be alive. But he takes some, and that's it. And Obi dispatches Kenneth, and the light goes out of Kenneth's eyes, and he is dead.
And you guys in the darkness can't see it, but Ben can see Obi like latching on to Kenneth and doing just unspeakable things.
If it's unspeakable, could you draw a picture?
Could you hum a
Like hand
song? Or
gestures.
make a tone?
Hum a few bars. See if
What
we can
about
get it.
what about a tone poem? Could you?
A few bars.
Could you do a tone poem?
An interpretive dance, perhaps.
All right, and then that's it for Kenneth. Obi went. She blinked in and out. We're back to Bone Splitter. You might be mooted.
It's gonna ready an action for her return.
Okay. What are you doing when she shows up?
I'm going to attack her with my great axe as soon as she reappears.
Okay.
If she appears within Great
5.
Axe range of you.
What is Great Axe
Yes.
range, by the way? The Great Axe is 5 feet, or does
Yeah,
it?
it's only
does
5
it,
feet.
it doesn't
But
have
she's
reach.
never gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's actually not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's a good axe.
I guess I could pull out my last no, I gave away my last javelin.
Also, you can hold a range attack. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, whoever gave Fee their daggers, I mean, those are now stone. So,
My dagger.
Damn
it
it.
was so important
That's
to
it.
me.
I'm gonna take it out of this guy's hide.
if she appears within 5 feet, you're gonna take a great axe attack. Otherwise, not much you can do.
Yeah.
There. Okay. All right.
Well,
Oh,
she has to appear within 10 feet of where she was, so she doesn't have that many choices.
right. I mean, it is.
There's a chance she'll be in range.
There
Yeah.
is. Yep.
Not a great chance, but there's a chance.
Well, she saw.
She gets to choose where she is, so she's probably not going to appear next to the guy with a giant axe.
Yeah. Am I able to move to like? Yeah,
You
that's
can
not
move.
really a place.
You could move.
So she came from where?
She
Specifically right there.
was. Oh, sorry. She was here. Then she blinked to here. Then she blinked out.
So she'll be within 10 feet of that space where she left.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna move here.
Blink's such a fun spell.
It is. I've never cast it.
So-
I'm enjoying it a great deal.
That way, if she comes out, she either. Yeah, so she can definitely not be by me still, but if she plans on coming closer to you guys, then she has to come by me. Alright,
All right.
that is my turn.
That is all right. Ulfer.
And
So-
is the darkness still up?
Yes. Yeah, I haven't not dropped the darkness.
Ulver's going to come over here and ready a stone to throw when
Okay.
she reappears.
You got it. All right. Stone is readied. Wolf.
the wolf is going to stay right there and ready a bite.
Okay. So everybody's on guard. Quillen.
Quillen's gonna move over here and ready a thorn whip.
Okay. Basilisk is no more. Ben.
Yeah, this seems like a good way to do this. I'll move right into the middle of my darkness and ready a shuttle boat.
You got it. She will blink into existence, and I had already chosen before you guys moved where I was going. And
She
now
doesn't have to. She gets
Yeah,
to
she
choose
gets to like she gets to see and
So
decide.
you
Yeah,
can change it.
oh, because she can see from the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
she knows-
100%.
She knows what's going on.
So
She knows what up.
So then, in those 6 seconds, she saw Kenneth die because his tail was hanging out. That's canon because Ed said so. So,
Well,
The
did she
tail is
see?
black.
Did she see that if she had a blindfold on?
oh, you know what? She doesn't, and that, by the way, is a fun little thing I need to do now.
Which also means unless she can see, every attack on her has advantage.
Every attack should have advantage on her.
Yeah, unless she's got some kind of blindsider,
Unless she takes
So-
the thing off now that Kenneth is dead.
some kind of Tom. I think it's part of their little culty business.
I rolled the wrong die.
I don't know why Basilisk is rolling in.
I mean, Basilisk just seems appropriate for a bunch of people that wear blindfolds all the time.
Yeah.
All right. She appears there. Bone Splitter, unfortunately, your held action, she's not in range of.
Well, here's the thing. Like, depending on like when she appears there, like I think my thorn whip would go off,
Okay.
and that might pull her towards Bone Splitter.
Okay.
True.
With held actions that we don't go in order.
Well, it depends on. I mean, his held action could only go off if it was near her, right? So it technically hasn't triggered, where mine has. Would be my thought.
Yeah, I can buy that. Okay.
So has mine and the wolves.
Mine is triggered, and I'm gonna roll it before this because if she moves into there, she will not have cover.
Oh,
But Ben's gonna fire it when he sees her. So she's gonna have cover against.
Yep. She has a +2 cover. Yep.
Because I could be a jackass and wait until after she's pulled out of the cover, but I'm not gonna be. Because I have advantage anyway.
That's a hit.
For 5.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Does the 23 hit?
It does. Man, she just walked into like. All right.
Is the danger of blink
Yep.
when your friends are gone?
Yep. And
Yeah, Blink's unlikely to save you when you're the last target.
yeah. 18 hits for sure. Or was that the damage? No, that was the attack. Yep. All right, she'll make her strength save. She does not have as good a chance at this as the basilisk. But
Does okay though.
she did okay. And Thorn Whip.
Thorn whip.
Thorn Whip. 3 Thorn Whips.
There we
That
go.
definitely hits. For 1 point of damage. Now,
1 point.
10 feet.
and
And I'll
then
go ahead and just pull her that 1 square towards me.
okay, and now that triggers Bone Split. Well done. Triggers Bone Split as
Yay.
held action.
I got you, Boo. Bone Splitter probably doesn't like being called Boo.
Boon splitter? No. All right. My attack.
Boo Splitter.
I don't want to get selfish. That's good enough.
Okay.
That's 29 points of damage the second she comes into view.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And non-lethal if we can.
Yeah, I don't know how to make this thing non-lethal.
All right, so that was all of your held actions. She just went,
Right.
so you all just reacted, right? So now it's
Yep.
Mhm.
your
Now
bone splitters
now
go.
she has the rest of her turn.
Oh, I have the rest of my turn. Now I can
Yeah, she
choose
just
to
popped
end.
in and hasn't acted yet.
I can end my blink at will, I believe. I think
You don't want to do that.
I do.
You do. You probably do want to do that.
Well, I mean, really, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other at this point.
Huh.
If you don't end it, we're just gonna blast you when you pop back in next turn.
Well, now that Kenneth is gone, she will poof out of existence in a different way. This time, she looks like she opens a shadow in front of herself, and boom, she's gone.
Well, they know we're here.
I think. Hold on. No, this door's open. Nope. 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 Well, you guys, you can't see where she went. So, but that's her go. So,
Did I recognize that as a spell being cast? Or
yeah. Do you want to try
Oh,
counterspell?
okay. I would love to. I'm not high enough level, but I
Oh.
just wanted, like, if part of it's. Could I make an Arcana check to know what spell it is?
Yes.
I suspect she may have been able to do something else first
Yeah,
if she
okay.
wanted to.
How do I get back to the things? Those are actions. I don't want actions. I need. There it is. Attributes. There's Arcana.
Oh,
Normal.
also.
Oh, not good. I don't think I've seen that spell.
No.
Who knows? Maybe I have.
Very
With an
unlikely.
8.
Ben, 18.
I think Ben has this spell
Um,
and would cast it in very much the same way.
I am going to DM you the spell, Ed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh. There's some shenanigans afoot.
Full-blown shenanigans.
Is that the accurate name?
That's the name that I got out of D&D Beyond when I built this character.
Oh.
So, I believe it comes with a specific pact.
Well, no, I want to know what it is.
I think that pact ability lets you cast a spell by a different name.
Probably. I'm just using the
Gives
action.
you access to the other spell.
It's called
Anyway,
it's called Misty Escape, and I'm assuming it's my Archfey.
and it lets you cast Misty Step, which
yeah.
is the spell.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ben recognizes it because Ben also knows how to cast Misty Step.
So there you go.
Well, she didn't go far. Those shadows don't bend that far.
It has to be in sight, right?
Yes.
She's got to be like down the hallway or something.
And it doesn't go very far. We should stop her before she alerts everyone.
Yeah,
We should stay in initiative order.
All right. So we should stay in initiative order. All right. So that was her go. So it's Bone Splitter's go, and basically just a quick. We'll just say that was a quick Arcana check from you guys. Just a quick gut check, and Ben calls out, "She can't be far," and so Bone Splitter, you go.
I'm just gonna start running down this
Jump over
hallway.
that flame spear.
I'll dismiss it.
Which is a really good mental image for me. I like seeing the barbarian jump over it.
1, 2.
Actually, you can just go right through it. You're fine. I actually don't have to dismiss it as long as you don't end your turn there.
And I'm gonna use my action to do it again.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But wait, sorry, I'm cheating. There we go.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Oh, that was right here.
Yeah, that looked weird to me. Yeah. Okay. You hear
Did it bump into somebody?
You did. Can't see him, but you bumped into him.
Not if she's ethereal.
Nope. Misty, the way this was written, it says they're invisible until the end of their next turn.
Oh, cool.
So,
Cheating.
now it's just the way it was written.
Oh no!
And
Damn cheating
and
warlocks.
I didn't even homebrew this shit. I just
We don't use that word.
uh
No warlocks in this world.
Well, I just yell, "Hey, there's somebody in this hallway!"
Hit them!
he dashed. That was his action. So,
Yep.
Hit them anyway.
all right. So that'll be Ulfer's go.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's okay.
I think you're mooted, Tony.
Tony.
Sorry, I mooted.
Yep.
So Ulfer is going to dash. Whoop, wait, wrong way. Zoomed in too far. Oh, error. Token collide.
Yeah.
Found her.
Oh, you're hitting a wall. You just move to the space in front of the door of the hall and then go. Then you.
Oh, got it.
All right. You do not run into anybody because you see Bone Splitter in front of you who has seemingly encountered somebody in front of him.
Okay.
All right. And that was a dash as well. I think the wolf is still around, so the wolf can go.
Yep, but I can't get the wolf for some reason. There we go. So the wolf should have had 30, so 5, 10, 15.
It's got to squeeze past you, so it's double movement through you.
So to there. That bump into anything?
Nope.
No, because it's got to be in front of Bone Splitter, huh?
Yeah.
So. What? Oh, shit. So I'm going to dash as well, and I'm going to go all the way to the end.
Okay. Well, you can't do that because there would have been an enemy combatant right here that you run into that was what was stopping Bone Splitter from moving. So you're sort of at a log jam right there.
Okay, so then I'm going to hold, because that is 30 feet from my last, or 40 feet from my last spot. So that was one movement. That doesn't include a dash then.
That's true.
So that then I'm going to hold my bite attack for when she appears.
Okay. She's got to appear within 5 feet of you, but if she
Yep.
does, you got it. Okay. All right. That will bring us to... I think it brings us to Quillen.
All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna use my bonus action to take this thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stick it in that other doorway.
The fire?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just bam, and then
Hey, that also ignites anything flammable that it.
oh shit.
So that was part of our other plan.
Yep.
We'll see how flammable that the compost is, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Does it? Yeah, space. Other church. Anyway, then I'll go 6.
This thing's really hot.
You should move. Get out of the door. There's fire in the door.
Oh, do you tell me that now?
Fire in the door.
1, 2, 3,
Fire in the
4,
door.
5, 6. I gotta come down this way. Yep. We'll further jam the logs. That'll be my turn.
All right. So that will bring us to Ben.
Get away from this flaming thing. I'm moving down here. I'm going to ready a shadow bolt for if I see her.
Okay, that is readied.
And Obi will fly down as Obi is right behind Quillen, but invisible.
Got it. All right, and that will bring us to our friend here, who will become visible and will scream. And yep,
I
you
crit
guys.
her.
All right, she's dead. Oh no, maybe not. You could.
Yeah, I could beef it. 8.
Yeah,
8
no.
force damage.
She actually had more than I thought she was much lower than she was, but I mean, could have killed her, but didn't. All right, she looks very bad. Any other held actions that can be taken right now? There was no hold action by Bone Splitter. The wolf is too far away. Ulfer, you ran the full way. You did your dash. Quillen held nothing, right?
Oh yeah. No, I can't. I had to dash to get
Okay.
here.
All right. So that's that. Door opens from the side, and a guard appears on the west side.
West side.
West side, and I will
Well,
Represent.
shit.
roll him into initiative. And I know what we're getting close to Tony Pumpkin time. So how are you doing, Tony? You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Where did the door open?
It was a secret
Right
door.
next to your wolf.
Oh, okay.
This whole
Oh, I see
this
the little.
entire place. I'm gonna say anybody who has an intelligence over 10 would realize that at this point you're in a place riddled with secret doors and secret passages. So
And this person just screamed.
yep.
So hey, the jig is up. Burn it all down.
All right, Bone Splitter, you are up.
All right. So she's right. She's right by me.
She's right in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna give her a whacking, and not a lethal whacking.
Although
just...
she appeared and didn't take a turn.
That
didn't do
is
anything.
true. She just screamed, and I went into that. So she would probably do something.
I didn't have to. She didn't want to.
I mean, if
also.
she's so scared that she doesn't,
There
that's
we go.
okay.
I'd understand. I'd be
Nah,
scared
she
too.
got to do stuff. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, I hate myself a little.
She's going to cast Fear. No, she'll cast Phantasmal Force.
Mm-mm.
And it's going to be on Bone Splitter. Visible phenomena, that choice. So you're going to see your grandfather in front of you mocking you. He's enormous. In his mind, he's belittling you, and he just appears so much bigger than you. You can, let's see, make a DC 14 intelligence saving throw. Oh, wait, this affects this group here.
I think it's a creature, right?
Does it say
it's a
okay?
single target.
So okay, it'll just pick that. All right, so it'll pick Bone Splitter, and so we need a Intelligence saving throw from Bone Splitter.
You got this.
Intelligence saving throw. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nobody wants this. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, in your
Unnatural one.
in your mind, your grandfather swings his own axe down at you, calling you a failure and an end to the line. Uh, and you will take 4 points of psychic damage from that.
Yeah.
All right. So you all see Bone Splitter just stop and just cower as nothing above him, and he looks like he just took a blow to the shoulder, but no, you don't see anything hitting him. That'll be. Oh, and then she's gonna move. Do you still get your reactions?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can take a attack of opportunity at her if you like.
I would.
Okay.
No, I don't get to attack recklessly, do I?
Only on your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh boy.
You want to re-roll because you have 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh boy.
That vision's really screwing you up there.
Yep.
13 will hit.
Ooh.
She neglected to cast Mage Armor. She was just going on a nice patrol with Kenneth. She ran
Max
into you guys,
damage.
Nice.
and she's dead. So she falls here,
Did you
right?
want to non-lethal her?
I didn't mean to unlethal her, but I probably did.
You get to decide when
wreck her.
she's dropping.
Yeah, you can whack her with the backside of the axe, with the flat of it.
But there's no wrong answer here.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, it's a non-lethal if you get a tourniquet on that leg.
WWBD.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna put her on. I'm gonna put her on unconscious, and then
Or just kill her if that's what you do. I mean, that's
if
you do you,
Oh.
dog.
And I can do. If you said tourniquet, then I'll do death saves for her. I enjoy doing death saves for NPCs when you guys want to have like a thing like that. Like then you have to make some choices during the. So, if they're dead, they're dead. But if you guys aren't gonna try to save them, but otherwise I'll do death saves for them. If that's how you want to play it. Or you can say non-lethal, or you can just say straight up dead. Up to you, Chris.
Yeah, I'll say non-lethal. I did mean to not kill her, but
Okay, she's
definitely
unconscious.
wound
And that means the spell goes away. So Grandpa Papa is no longer with you, haunting your dreams. And why won't that go away? There we go. Okay. So that will be her.
Go away, Grandpa.
Wait, she ran away. Bone Splitter took a attack of opportunity.
Grandpa, no.
I think I went out of order here, though, didn't I?
No.
No, she's last, and then Bone Splitter's up.
Oh,
Now it's
okay.
Bone Splitter's turn.
Okay, now it's Bone Splitter's turn. Okay. What do you want to do, Bone Splitter?
Do I have like a saving throw to not be haunted or whatever the hell's
It's
happening?
gone.
No,
over
when
'cause
you
she's-
knocked her out, the spell went away, and you no longer have Grandpa. You don't have Grandpa issues anymore.
I'm gonna step
only
over
the ones
her
you came in with.
Yeah.
and I'm just going to start tying her up and be like, "I'll let you guys wake her up in a moment." And start asking questions.
Okay.
I'm really
Lick her up.
I think there's still a bad guy here though, right?
there is.
Yeah.
Yep, right here.
Oh wait, I just get disconnected.
Oh, I don't see that on the map. Sorry.
Sorry, he's right here. It would have
Sight
been
lines are going to be a bear because of the tight walls on these narrow corridors.
90-degree angles
Alright.
on everything.
All right, I will attack him then, recklessly.
You got it. $21 will hit.
Here's the damage. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that. Wait, how
Oh,
often do I get to
save
reroll
it.
that? Yeah, let me
Yeah,
actually
check.
read
Tell
it.
me, save it. Is that like every short rest, or do you get to do that a lot?
Yeah, let me make sure I have this on here.
I don't know.
I don't know that one either. I don't know a lot of
Once
them.
per turn.
Once per turn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, re-roll it.
I only got one attack, so might as well. Well,
Oh no! All right. Well,
that'll do her. That's
sometimes
all
you
right.
gamble and lose. All right. He is still up, but that is a mighty blow to this guy. You can tell that this is the equivalent of a city guard. Um. All right. Is that Bone Split his go?
That's my go.
Ulfer. I don't know that you can see. Oh, I just closed the door. I don't know that you can see him either, but he's right here.
Okay. So Ulfer's going to come up here and kind of step over the wolf and attack him.
Okay. What are you using for the attack?
The
Mace. Okay. All right. That will hit. 5 points of damage. He's still up. He's stunned looking. He doesn't have the D&D condition stunned, but he just looks beat to shit between the two attacks he just took in 3 seconds. He opens the door and just boom, boom. He opens the door. He watches an adept go down, and then gets beat to shit. A wolf, and there's a giant wolf underneath Ulfer. And okay, there's no way he can survive. And is the wolf just gonna non-lethal, or are you killing this guy?
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead. Okay. All right.
Spirit Wolf don't give a fuck.
All right. That will. So the room goes quiet. What do you guys wish to do?
We did it.
So Fee is pretty well turned to stone at this point.
Yeah, nothing you can do for Fee, unless you have greater restoration.
I'm gonna take out the vial of the darkness.
Yep.
And while everybody else is down in that hallway and can't see what Ben's doing, I'm gonna smudge a little on each of his eyes.
Oh, creepy. That's so creepy.
Just black them out.
And so his eyes now look hollow and completely dark. That is a special.
This would help you see on the other side.
He's still alive. Ah. He is perfectly preserved in carbonite stasis.
His eyesight will return in time.
He should be quite well preserved, I'm providing he survives the process. All right. So I am going to take us out of order, and I am going to actually, we're 13 minutes till we're at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, gosh.
So I am going to, plus anything we start now, we won't finish. So I am going to kind of wrap it here. What do you guys want to do as you have an unconscious, blindfolded adept and laying at Bone Splitter's feet?
Y'all think tie, gag, pull him up into the mashing chamber or the compost chamber, and
There was a sort of a scream and the fighting, and very likely everyone is going to know we're here.
Oh, also, the smell of absolutely decaying awful death has intensified massively.
What?
Coming from the doorway that was opened by this guy. It's an unholy smell to the west.
well, what do y'all want to do? Do y'all want to just try to drag her and get out? I mean, the problem is, like, even if we go upstairs and get outside, like we're still in this compound.
Yes, I think we need to burn it all down.
I'm not sure how we're gonna burn the stone stuff down.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
there's
that
lots of wood supports.
behind Ben, as he was doing the blacking out of the eyes, there's an enormous flash of, and it's gone immediately. It was a flash fire, intensely hot in the room for a second, and then
Oh, when the flaming sphere ignited the compost.
the compost. Yep, and it was explosive, but you were outside of the
well,
range.
that was bracing.
Well, that's good to know that it's explosive. I mean, so maybe we could,
Put your spear inside that barrel and let's call it a day.
Here's the mechanics for this, guys. 1 5 foot, not cube, but one 1 by 1 foot cube that would fit in a 5 foot square here is the way I'm putting it. Like, is a half a fireball if it's ignited.
Whoa!
Can you move this this ball of fire up into the barrel?
It's
Just stick it in there and blow the whole thing up.
above
That's
us.
a distraction. Yeah, that's a good distraction.
All right, let's do it. That's what we'll do. That's what we can open with.
I was gonna say, and that's what we're gonna open with, because I don't want to start that right now.
We're dropping a flaming sphere into a barrel full of explosives.
Yes, that's what you're doing. Okay.
Nice.
That's where we'll pick up next time. So
yeah.
you also have a prisoner that you have bound and gagged, and she is already blindfolded.
Oh, she's not going to alive. She's not going to survive this.
Oh, okay. Oh, you guys aren't taking her?
I don't know what everybody else is doing. Ben's just saying she's not going to survive this.
Well, we'll see. We'll have to. Yeah, we can see what. I think that's going to be up to Bone Splitter, whether or not she comes with us. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Unless Ulfer can carry her. I can't.
Just throw over my shoulders.
It's all to you.
All right. Well, when we come back next time, and I'm going to sum this up nicely, so I just have to listen to this last part at the end so I remember next time what we did last time, is you are going to use Flaming Sphere to ignite a compost pile.
Compost barrel.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like the compost pile underneath the barrels.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they're in the room above.
Yeah. The barrels. So okay. To make sure we're all on the same page.
Well, we don't need to be. Only Quillen needs to know what's happening with the sphere because only Quillen can control it.
So what blew up was the solid mass that you took from the pile that was in the enclosure. You did not blow up the juice that you took from the canister. So where you place the sphere is potentially not. If you could, I don't know what you have to be able to see or not see in order to move the sphere, but you can't really see into those silos. So unless you go up there, and then.
But like the room that we were standing in was filled with that compost.
Though there wasn't,
and it's next to the two silos that have the juice.
Okay, and I want to be clear about that. That's open air though, right? So just remember, you guys could see the stars from it and everything. So it's not really a room; it's an enclosure. But yes, you were in like the compost enclosure.
Yeah, I'm hoping it blows up enough to get the barrels. I'm not going to try to actually get the flaming sphere inside the barrels. I won't have enough time. I'm literally just gonna shove it up the trap door and we're gonna run.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm all for it.
I have
give you some time to think about
how many of the dice and what the damage is gonna be and what you guys are gonna the impact will be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some math. But that's where we'll pick up next time. And Bone Splitter has a cultist woman who Eyes are blindfolded heavily with a velvet blindfold. She is wearing the mask over her face, so gagging is sort of weird. If you guys wanted to gag, you'd have to take the mask off of the nose and mouth that all of them seem to have. Um,
Can we like Naruto kind of not Naruto, Demon Slayer kind of gag, like tie a stick between the teeth?
oh my gosh, I only seen one episode of Demon Slayer. And
It's kind of like
no,
claw.
I actually saw one that had that character in it, so I saw that. Yeah, you could totally do that.
I just
And
don't want her to cast or scream or.
And before we get too far away from this, I would also like to investigate the guard's body.
Oh, nice.
okay, go ahead and roll an
Do
investigation
we
right
want
now.
to save that?
Yeah, okay,
or-
just put it right here. Investigate guard's body. And I'll put it here so it's the last thing in the chat, and we'll pick
Got
up
it.
from there. All right. Well, thanks for playing, everybody. And
Thanks, Paul.
we will be
Yeah,
back
that was
here,
good.
I believe,
Yeah,
cool.
in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully we can all make it again. I know Percy messaged me in the middle. He would like to come back, so we'll get Percy back into the game. And because, there's only so much time he can be sleeping with, not Percy, but his character can be sleeping with well, I mean, this has all actually happened within about an hour and 20 minutes since you guys left. It's really been
True.
2 games, an hour has passed. So, but we'll get Percy back in here and get this rolling again in 2 weeks' time. Until then, our next time on stream is we're not gonna stream make stealing stories. So our next time streaming will be next Sunday. Sunday for Vault of the Drow, D1 through 3. We are entering D3 officially, and the final Drow module. They are going rather quickly, so we are